everything we've had. We've worked for many, many years, and now we have nothing.
2 teens are now facing arson charges. They're accused of starting those deadly wildfires that have killed 14 people in eastern Tennessee, destroyed thousands of homes, businesses, and iconic tourist destinations, as you just heard. Limited information has been made available about the suspects because they are teens. What we do know is that they're from Tennessee, but not from the area where the wildfires were set. Also, the possibility of them being charged as adults, we're told, is now on the table. How could that change things if they were to be charged as adults instead of juveniles? HLN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney Joey Jackson is here with us with more on this. So, right now, charged as juveniles, that could change. We're also told that there's a possibility there could be more charges here. What would change if, in fact, they were charged as adults versus juveniles?
The answer, Erica, is everything, okay? And this is a constant debate when juveniles engage in activities that are this horrific. Now, just to be clear, this is awful. You have 14 people dead. You have houses that are destroyed. You have businesses that are destroyed, personal belongings gone forever, animals dead. Just horrific. And so what ends up happening, in the event, of course, that you're a juvenile, the whole issue with juvenile court is rehabilitation because children are young, and the efforts as they relate to juvenile court is to rehabilitate you so that when you're of age, you're an adult, you can go on and be productive. As it relates to adult court, the issues that change significantly, and what issue is that? Well, think about the charge, aggravated arson, and a felony. So what does that mean in English? Well, what it means is 15 to 60 years in prison. And so you would never see anything like that from a juvenile perspective. You'll be released when you're 21. And so the odds here are ginormous with regard to what the consequences would be if they're charged as adults versus juveniles.
So really quickly, could you talk to me about this charge of aggravated arson?
Yes. So when you light a fire, Erica, and as we, you see these pictures, that are horrific with regard to the destruction of property, with regard to the destruction of people's homes and belongings. I mean, it's just awful. And of course, the people who are dead. So whenever you light a fire, of course, there are property consequences. But in this particular case, it wasn't only the property. There were people in these structures, and those people are dead.
Right.
Okay. In addition to that, you have firefighters who are out there and they're doing their darndest to get this under control. I understand it's 80% contained now, but you're putting them in danger as well. And so from an aggravated arson perspective, it takes all of that into consideration.
Okay.
Hence, the significance of 15 to 60 years in prison. Should they be tried as adults, and should they be convicted?
And what do you think the chances are again?
It's very discretionary, Erica. It really depends upon the judge, and the judge evaluates a number of things. Is there probable cause to believe that they did it? In the event that they did do it, is there any rehabilitation component? The judge factors in their prior history, if any, the consequences of their actions, and whether or not it would be in the interest of the community to try them as the adults. The community is very, very upset.
Well, and understandably, as we heard from some of those people just in the beginning of the segment, I mean, your entire life is gone. And then others truly did lose their lives, 14 killed, as you pointed out. Joey Jackson, always good to have you here to help us put it into perspective.